not? All right, welcome back. It is, I think, week 6 of our winter training program, so this is gonna be the halfway mark. Yeah. And I have created a custom workout in Zwift for us to do this evening. So what are we doing? We have an hour. We've got a 15-minute warm-up. Then we've got a couple little sprints. These are 30 seconds at like 90% of FTP with some recovery, with 30 seconds recovery in between. And then we go straight into our interval. So our intervals are going to start out at like 80% of FTP. We're going to do a minute and a half at 85 RPMs. So we're going to work on cadence. So a minute and a half at 85 RPMs, minute and a half at 95 RPMs, and then a minute and a half. There's a way. I'll try to join you, Hannah. And hey, Terry. And then we're going to finish out the first set with a minute at 105 RPM. Then we back off for 5 minutes. And then we do that whole thing again, but we do it instead of 80% of FTP, we're going to do it at 90% of FTP, or maybe closer to 95% of FTP. Then we back off again, and then we have 2 more sets where we do them at just over FTP. And then we have a 10-minute cooldown. So each of those sections of hard work is going to be about 4 minutes. So it shouldn't hurt too bad, but it'll practice having different efforts at different cadences. So we're working mostly on cadence tonight. I'm getting a good hour in. All right, here we go. Right with Hannah. All right, warming up. Ooh, spin slower, spin slower. Oh, I'm not sure why this is at 85 RPM. Okay, well, that's fine. 85 is a good. Ooh. This is easy though. I've been warming up already. Oh, Hannah's off on her own. All right, 58 watts for 15 minutes. So we're starting super duper easy here. Gonna be warming up for 15 minutes. We'll work our way up to closer to threshold, but starting off nice and easy. There we go, 60 watts. Trying to hold 60 watts. I don't think I can hold that. Whoa. Tough. Oh no, I'm stuck on my zip. That's... Look at Hannah pulling away. 8 seconds ahead already. All right, so we're holding 85 RPMs for our warm-up. We've got 15 minutes here. Nice long warm-up. You guys can see on the left-hand side, we have our 4x30 seconds, and then our first set in green, 90 seconds at 180 watts. It doesn't tell you the cadence goal there, but for each of those sets, it's going to be 85 RPMs, 95 RPMs, 105 RPMs. In that order. See if we can get all 18 stars tonight. Alright. Just warming up. 79 watts. 33 minutes in. I'm not sure if heart rate is working or anaerobus is working. I hope anaerobus is working. She's up there somewhere up the road. 10 seconds ahead of me. Oh, been slower. Fantastic. Alright, we're gonna hit 100 watts one of these days. I wish I could show the output for the display and percentage FTP. I wonder if that's an option here. Picture. Ooh, then group. Nope, nope. No, thank you. Options over here. Setting. Resolution. Metric. Image uploading. Group chat. Oh, I could hide group chat. That's fun. Do that. I don't see anything to. Oh. I'll just stick with it. Oh, Hannah Roberts is back. Notice. How's it going, Hannah? I can't decide whether she wants to sit in the settle or not. $100 watts. About 50% of FTP. Not very lenient with the RPMs here. It could be within 5, 4 really. All right, just over 8 minutes left to warm up. She's starting to sweat a little bit. Probably not feeling too overexerted yet. Still going pretty easy here. Alright, just getting up to 50% of FTP right now. About halfway through the warm-up. Yeah, the trees are all decorated for Christmas. 6.5 minutes left to warm up. Now I'm starting to feel the warm up again. Those muscles loose. Look, we're riding the same bike, Hannah. I didn't even notice. Wednesdays. Alright, 5 minutes left on warm up. Still creeping up every minute or so. On a little harder effort, just a little bit. One more minute. One more minute to warm up. Just be starting to feel some real resistance in the pedals now. Hopefully you're in a gear that you're actually pushing against and just raising your heart rate a little bit. Kind of easy, soft pedaling up until now. But now it's just a couple minutes left. We'll put some resistance in those pedals. The music volume versus my voice volume okay tonight? A lack of response could mean it's really bad. You can't hear me at all. Alright, just 2.5 minutes, then we get right into it. Alright, the first thing is going to be 4 by 30 seconds at 200 watts. So this is just below threshold. Not going to feel like a sprint, just going to feel like a pickup right now because we're still pretty fresh. So 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, 4 times. And actually, by the time we finish our warm-up, these efforts really won't be that much higher than where our warm-up is going to end. heads bobbing around there in the background. All right, 90 more seconds. Start our pickups. That's what I call them. How many people out on the road tonight? Oh, I think there's one guy. All right, in 30 more seconds, we're gonna give another gear or two. Push 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off pedal. 4 times. Here it comes. 10 more seconds. 2, 1. All right, go. This is just little pickups to help us feel warmed up. You don't want to jump right into an interval, the hardest thing you've done so far, so it's going to be a little harder than our first interval. So look at what gear you're in now, and back it off 1 for our first interval. You should probably be somewhere in the middle of your, be in the front chain ring, somewhere in the middle of your set, like the 5th gear or something. All right, here comes our second pickup. 2, 1, go. All right, 2, 1, back it off. 2 of them down. 2 more to go. Number 3 coming up in 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. I remember right after the 4th recovery, I'm gonna go right into our first interval. So we're gonna be, so what you should be doing right now is staying in the same gear and just soft pedaling for the 30 seconds in between. So we go into our first interval, back it off 1 gear and go to 85 RPMs. We'll hold it there for a minute and a half, and then stay at the same gear, 95 RPMs, and then same gear, 105 RPMs. That's our first effort. All right, here comes number 4. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh no, the blue tunnel's moving away. Where is it going? Come back. All right, get ready to back it off 1 gear. And hold 85 RPM. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. We have one more recovery section. 30 seconds easy. Alright, once we hit this next opening, that's when we'll get 85 RPM. One gear each. Alright, 85 RPMs for one more minute. And we're going to jump up to 95 RPMs. Thirty more seconds. Pick up our cadence. And it'll be nice and smooth. Won't bounce around on the saddle. If you don't have enough resistance and you start bouncing, just give it another gear. Try to smooth out your pedal stroke. Alright, here we go. And 3, 2, 1. 95 RPM. Still be feeling pretty easy. This is just the first effort, the easiest effort. We're only at about 80% or so of threshold. One more minute here, then up to 105 RPM. Remember, we only got 60 seconds at the 105. Three, 2, 1, here we go, up. $105 RPM for one more minute. Fifteen seconds. Three, 2, 1. All right. 5 minutes recovery. Drop back down to like 60% of threshold, so in like year 7 or so. So 2 bigger than the middle of your rear cog. kind of that easy spinning where you still feel resistance. But definitely should be letting your heart rate come down. Alright, so the next 3 sets are going to be pretty much the same. The only difference is it's going to be a little harder, so whatever gear you were in that time, we're going to go 1 gear harder for the next set. Alright, 3.5 more minutes of recovery. And on to our next set. Ooh, going through a tunnel. Pretty. We're going back up to the top of the big climb today. Okay, 3 more minutes. 2 down, 3 to go. And during this recovery section, things you can focus on are, keeping your hands a little lighter on the handlebars. And one of the best ways to do that is to make sure your core is engaged. Make sure you're holding yourself up with your core a little bit. Don't slouch over too much. And try to keep your back straight. Your sit bones firmly planted on the saddle. I upgraded the firmware for the trainer and it's working way better. You seem to have, I haven't really been pushing it. Doesn't seem to have the issues that I was having with it before. Hoping they're somewhat solved. Alright, just another minute. We're gonna get into our second interval. Yeah, lots to recover here tonight. This is an aerobic workout. We're barely gonna go above our aerobic threshold, and even when we do, it'll only be up to 4 minutes at a time. Shouldn't be too taxing. Just a good hour on the bike. Right, 30 seconds. And we'll pick it back up. Remember, hopefully you remember what gear you were in for the first set. And you go 1 harder. Alright, here it is. Clearly visible arcs on the screen. 3, 2, 1, here it is. Should be just under your aerobic threshold power or heart rate. 85 RPM. halfway through this first part. I'm going to jump back up to 95 RPMs. Now we're getting the heart rate up. Whew. At first that felt easy. This one's not feeling easy. And here it comes. 5 more seconds. Jump it up to 95 RPMs. I have 45 more seconds. Got a minute. 105 hours. Whew. Heart rate is climbing. Alright, 20 more seconds. Jump up. Same gear. 105 RPMs. Here comes the arch. 2, 1. Alright, remember, it's 1 minute here. Gotta keep that cadence up. Don't bounce, keep it nice and smooth. Seconds. 5 more seconds, come on. Alright, backing off. Back down to that easy in-between gear. Not quite soft pedaling. Not quite noticeable resistance. I guess noticeable, but the heart rate come right back down. Drink of water. Oops, drop your water bottle. You know, all the good things. Luckily I have this like nest of wires here that just caught my water bottle. A little bit of water spilled on them, but it's all low voltage, right? It'll be fine. Alright, 85 RPMs here. Here for another 4 minutes. And then we have our last 2 sets. The last 2 sets are going to be a gear harder than the last set. If you're really feeling up to it, maybe we'll give it 1 more gear on the very last set. But we'll both be above threshold. This is something that you could not sustain for an hour. Like, maybe super fresh, you could sustain it for half an hour. But this should be a hard effort. If someone told you to go do a 10-mile or 11-mile time trial, this is the effort you would hold for that. Coming up in 3 more minutes. Stay tuned. Oops, in back. Here we go. Can't relax. That guy couldn't 10 watts per kilo out. I really don't think this trainer can go much over like 57. I mean, what would that come out to? Like 450, 500 watts? It's supposed to go up to like 900, but maybe just me. Maybe I'm just not able to put that out. Alright, 2 more minutes here. On to our third set of 4. Third set out of 4. Can't hear me as well now. Alright, I will stop mumbling, I think. Perhaps that was the problem. I will enunciate and speak up and move the microphone closer to my mouth. I hope the heat ring is now at a pleasing level. That's better. Sorry for the mumbling. Alright, just over a minute for our next effort. The last one got our heart rate up there. Let's see what's gonna happen this time. I got up to like 173 last time. Feel a 176 in my future. You know, this playlist is really growing on me. I listen to it every week. Like this song, I like it. I don't dig it. Good song to ride your bike to. There's some songs I'm less than a fan of, but you know, it's pretty good. Alright, just 30 seconds left. And we go to on to our next interval. Alright, 10 more seconds. I remember 1 gear harder than last time. Get ready in 5, 3, 2, 1, go! Alright, just above threshold. This is your 10-mile time trial effort. One more minute at 85 RPMs and up to 95. This is definitely Overwatch. I don't know what you're talking about, Alec. Only a minute in. Already up to 173. %, gradient. I'm 5 miles an hour. Alex, I'm gonna have to give you a warning for cursing. Ah. 5 seconds, up to 95 RPMs. All right, minute and a half here. $182. I thought it was gonna be. have 45 seconds. It's 105. Is it faster? Go, go! "15 seconds. And up. 105 RPMs per minute. "105, come on!" "45 seconds, you got it. "30 seconds, almost there, we can see it. Keep going, 10 seconds. Three, 2, 1, all right. Back down to recovery. Whew. All right, definitely got our money's worth now. All right. All right, that was tough, but we got one more set like that. Already 41 minutes into our workout. One more set. Knock this out, no problem. All right, so if you are feeling like that last one wasn't quite enough, you can go ahead and give yourself another gear this time. Otherwise, this one will be at the same gear as your last effort, your last interval. Still got about 3.5 minutes to recover though. Hopefully our heart rate will come back down to a reasonable level. Get it back down to the 130s or something. Yeah. Oh. Definitely the toughest part of the workout. Fatigue is setting in a little bit. Make sure you're drinking water. Got the fan going. Take as much of that fan in as you can. Mostly just try to get that heart rate to come down. Mine doesn't seem to want to do it. Maybe it knows what's coming. Why go back down if we're going to go right back up? Good question, heart. Good question. So still going up a 13% gradient. It's always fun. I'm impressed I'm staying upright at 3 miles an hour. Alex, you gonna jump in for a game? All right, 90 seconds left. We're on to our last set. Tired enough. All right. Fair enough. As long as you're getting a workout in. One minute more recovery. And then last set, coming up. All right, 25 seconds. Heart rate's going back up. I'm getting excited. Music's picking up. Here we go. 10 seconds. 5, 2, 1. All right, here we go. 85 RPMs. Like those RPMs. Just over a minute here. Almost the top of the climb, too. One more minute, come on. Last time we'll beat 85 RPMs. This effort. Last time, come on. Thirty seconds, come on. All right, come on, 5 more seconds. Jump it up to 95. $80 seconds here, come on. One more minute. $45 seconds, come on. $30 seconds, come on. One more minute, 105. Don't fade, come on. Keep coming. Five seconds, come on. 105 RPMs, come on, go. 45 seconds. Almost there. Keep going. Less than 30 seconds. Almost 15, come on. Oh yeah. I made it. 10-minute cooldown. Oh, it's tough. Ooh. Man, it's tough. God. 10-minute cooldown. And gradually cool down. Need a minute of soft pedaling here. I can take that. And then get back to your normally scheduled 85 RPM cadence. Oh man. That's what I thought it was gonna be. You know, we're only doing four minutes at a time above threshold. Wouldn't be too bad. Maybe my threshold isn't quite where it used to be. Not sure if I ever adjusted it after our last threshold test. Probably an important thing to do. Alright, you've had a minute and a half. Take it nice and easy from the last set. Start getting back up to 85 RPMs. Pedal at a moderate pace here. Make sure you push all that light to gas it out. Let those legs recover. Active recovery. Get oxygen back into the muscles. That was a good job, guys. Got 15.5 stars. Or 16.5 stars, I guess. Or I guess this will be, if I get this one, we'll get 16.5. Alright, 7 more minutes. Cool down, recovery. Oh, goodness. Tough hour. Glad I filled up 2 water bottles too. Cooldown's coming down now. About 50% threshold. Getting easier by the second. Man, watch just don't want to move. Finally haven't been moving enough. Rude watch. Rude. Halfway through our recovery. And back through the Italian village. Back uphill. I'll have to check how much closer I am to my neon bike, my Tron bike. I doubt very much closer. 2 kilometers of climbing. I think you need something like a 200,000. I don't know what. Something crazy. Maybe we can check it in the menu. Oh yeah, it's a 26% complete. You need 164,000 kilometers. Quarter right there, though. Not terrible. Oh, that's the Yeti. Above the sun. 44,190. Alright, cooldown should be getting pretty easy now. Headland should feel pretty soft. Three and a half more minutes here. Oh, 2.5 minutes. Nice and easy cool down. Nice and easy. Few more minutes. Right, one more minute. And we're gonna do some crunches. Hop off our bike and do some crunches. since my camera's not really set up for you to see that, luckily I prepared a video for you guys to watch during our crunch session. It'll be crunch time. Call it crunch time. All right, nice job, everyone. All right, let's set up crunch time here. Sure. Sure. All right, I was informed that was not coming through. But now it is crunch time. So we're going to do 2 sets of 30 crunches. Looks like it's not even. I need to change the input capture. Let's change it to microphone. There it is. All right. Now it is officially crunch time. You guys have waited long enough. We're going to be doing 2 sets of 30 crunches. Here we go. And go. Should be about halfway through or more. All right, that is set 1. Take a 30-second break. We'll move on to set 2. All right, ready? And go set 2. Ready? And go. 5 and 10. 20. 25. And 30. All right, nice job. All right. Well, with that, we did our warm up. We did crunch time. We did our bike ride. So I will sign off, and I will catch you next week. I think we will be doing Wednesday again next week since well, I guess Tuesday's New Year's Day. We'll shoot for Tuesday evening. All right. Hope to see you guys then. Tuesday evening.